we're going to have a big, beautiful parade.
A military parade?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're going to celebrate our military. We have the greatest military in the world.
Oh my gosh, are you watching this parade? Are you watching the parade right now? Yeah, neither is anybody else. I mean, no one is watching this thing. No one attended this. Oh, why didn't somebody pull him aside and say, you know what, Mr. President, maybe this isn't such a good idea? Because right now, people around the world, leaders around the world are watching this going, Mr. Donald Trump, seems no one wanted to attend your birthday party. Oh my gosh. Donald Trump is that guy. He's that kid. He's the kid where nobody wants to go to his birthday party. And he's sitting there with the cake all by himself. But this is an absolute colossal disaster. It could not be any worse. It's just absolutely terrible. And he's getting exactly what he deserves. I don't know, everybody. Like and follow for more.
So nobody showed up to Donald Trump's birthday military parade. Here is a video from an NBC reporter who, as you see, is standing in the middle of an empty field. And this is as the event is supposed to be underway. Now, take a look as it zooms out. There's nobody there. That is miles of empty fields at an event where Donald Trump said there was going to be an estimated 200,000 people showing up. Now, take a look. Does that look like 200,000 people? It's barely 2,000. I mean, this is such a poor showing that I can guarantee that there were more people protesting against Trump in New York City and San Francisco and San Diego and St. Paul and Los Angeles and in New Orleans, where I protested today. But we didn't have a $45 million budget to support our protests like Donald Trump has for his military parade. But we got bigger crowds than him, and that's going to drive him crazy. Happy birthday, fascist.
You could see the exact moment Trump realized he was cooked. It was during his own birthday parade, when he looked out at the crowd and he realized there wasn't one. This man spent $48 million of taxpayer money on what was essentially a sad cosplay of a North Korean military parade. And he still couldn't pull a crowd. We're talking empty bleachers, confused tourists, and one guy holding up a sign saying, "I thought this was a car show." Meanwhile, across the country, millions of people showed up to the No Kings protest. Like, it wasn't even close. The protests had bigger turnouts, better music, and somehow more cake. The president looked like a man watching his own political funeral in real time. The smirk faded. The eyes got glassy. You could almost hear the voice in his head saying, "Melania was right." And the best part, this wasn't just a bad birthday. It was a historic momentum shift. Because when millions of people take to the streets on your big day to say, "Nah, we're good," that's not a protest. That's a preview. And at this rate, Trump might have accidentally guaranteed a Democratic supermajority. Not just in Congress, in everything. State houses, city councils, PTA meetings. He just handed the left the best voter turnout operation it's ever had, by throwing himself a parade no one asked for. So let's keep it up. Ride this wave, organize, vote, stay loud, and let's make sure the only fireworks this guy sees next year are from his ankle monitor lighting up when he steps too far from Mar-a-Lago.
What do you think about the president? I know currently in D.C. he's having a birthday party sort of parade. What do you think about that as you guys are protesting here and in other cities across the country?
I can remember in 2016 all the propaganda that was put out on North Korea and how they had a show for Kim Jong-un's birthday and all the rockets that they displayed and the nuclear weapons. And the West took that as an insult and kind of a threat. Well, I see absolutely no difference in what's happening in D.C. right now. It's an absolute waste of tax dollars in any kind of way that you can put it. It's a threat. It's a threat to the American people that says if you step out of line, we will destroy you. We will take everything you love away. And I'm not going to stand for that. This is America, and you are nothing without the American people. And I want you to know that.
anything that you'd like to add or mention?
If you're not angry, you're not listening. You need to be aware. It is your civic duty to care about what's going on. I don't care if you're Democratic or Republican. You have a constitution that says freedom of speech. You have a constitution that says freedom of the press. You have a living document that lives and breathes for the people. And that man is using it in corrupt, demonic ways. And he wants to talk about how the LGBTQ, how black communities, how POCs, how immigrants are the devil. That's only one devil I can see, and he sits in the White House. You should be angry. You should be out here with us. They don't care about you. These people, and you should show them, all of these people out here. These are the people. This is their country. This Capitol building, people are supposed to come here and represent us. And they won't. So I will represent me. Yes. That's what I have to say.
Yes. Thank you. You are amazing.
Donald Trump was caught crying during his birthday parade. At least that's how it seemed, as the whole thing was a flop. Now, multiple times today during the parade, Donald Trump was caught falling asleep, looking bored, yawning. But this moment will be the image of the parade. Take a look at this. Full pouty face by Donald Trump. It is almost something you would create with AI, but that is real. Yeah, and his whole staff during the parade looked bored. Marco Rubio was caught yawning. The whole thing was just a flop. And while a lot of you are going to say, well, it's honoring the Army, you can honor the Army. You can celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Army without honoring yourself. And that's what Donald Trump did. And we know it was for his birthday because they sang happy birthday to him and presented him with a gift at the end of the parade. The whole thing fell apart, and Donald Trump's face showed it all. Meanwhile, the No Kings protest were a resounding smash hit. Smiles everywhere. Well done, America.
So hey everyone, did you see the photo of birthday boy Donnie yesterday? It looked like he was not having a good time. Very low attendance. Here you go, check it out. He just looks absolutely miserable. Low attendance and rain. Oh well, deal with it. It was a lot more fun at No King's Day over.
Give up every right to talk about wasteful spending, military support, and caring about women when you celebrate a $45 million birthday parade for a draft-dodging rapist.
Hey, yo, y'all seen Trump's little weak-ass parade today? Bruh, this was 30 minutes before it started, and it's damn near empty, y'all. I mean, you can hear an echo through the crowd in that bit. Meanwhile, the streets have been packed. Millions of us out here for the No Kings protests, taking over cities, coast to coast, baby. But Trump? Dude maybe got like 10,000 people to pull up. That's it, y'all. There was probably more people than that protesting in our country's smallest state. This just proves it, folks. We the people are really out here making noise. And from the looks of things, we're actually winning this fight.
What's up, everybody? Hope you all doing well wherever you are. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. Donald Trump's birthday was just the other day. He was turning 79 years old. So he had a military parade in Washington, D.C. As the President of the United States, he expected a lot of attendees, around 200,000. To his surprise, only a few people attended. Many people were in the streets protesting. So Donald Trump looked bored. He was disappointed. And white Americans reacted to this. Take a look. I'll be right back with more commentary.
Well, it looks like it's raining on his parade, quite literally. They expected like over 200,000 attendees. And I don't know if you guys have seen some of these videos out there, but the bleachers are empty. The streets are empty. It's not full. And I get he's calling it a military parade. But let's be real. It's not about the military. It's about DJT, okay? It's about him because it's his birthday. He wanted to flaunt the huge crowd, just as one thing that he's always talking about, okay? Here's the other part. Meanwhile, at the same time, there is well over, they're reporting anywhere from 4 to 5 million people engaged in peaceful anti-Trump protests around really the world, throughout every state in this country, and as well as 19 other countries. So kudos to everybody out there who's being positive. I was in Las Vegas and I witnessed this crowd marching through the streets, and it was really great to see the peaceful. They had police escorts. There was even a little scary situation where there was snipers on the roof, but it was all protection, and it was really great to see just the nonsense that's being portrayed out there as how horrible these left liberals are and all of that stuff. How peaceful everything has been today. So kudos to everyone that did a great job. Sorry it rained on your parade, dude. Sorry, but not sorry.
So we have some news about Trump's military birthday parade. So here's the update. Apparently there is a panic inside of the White House. Trump is worried that no one's actually going to show up for his birthday party. The staff is scrambling to bus in supporters to avoid empty streets. Trump is expecting millions, just like he claimed for his inauguration. But the reality may look a lot more embarrassing unless they pack the crowd. And if the turnout is weak, we all expect Trump to lie about it and call it historic, and post photos from different angles, making it look like so many more people were there. This isn't just about vanity. He's using active duty troops for a personal celebration. That's a red line for many military leaders. In democracies, the military serves the Constitution, not the president. Right now, Americans are asking, where will Trump be watching from? Will Melania join him? And what role will the military actually play? And most importantly, what message does this send to the rest of the world when our troops are being used, to stage a birthday party and act? So this is actually going to happen unless it gets canceled by thunder and lightning. And if it does, that is a clear sign from God, in my opinion.
New footage shows Donald Trump looking incredibly depressed at his birthday parade in Washington, D.C. He's sad that nobody showed up. Take a look.
In 1914, years of escalating competition between European alliances culminate in the outbreak of the First World War. The two sides engage in the savage war of attrition, defined by opposing trenches, barbed wire, poison gas, and mass casualties. The United States initially maintained its neutrality, but was eventually drawn into the conflict in 1917. Despite having less than 130,000 soldiers at the beginning, the Army eventually grew to over 4 million. With nearly 2 million.
He truly looks inconsolable. He's upset that nobody showed up to his birthday party. Nobody went to the parade. It was raining all day. And meanwhile, millions of Americans were out in the streets protesting against him. Donald Trump's birthday today ended up being one of the worst days for him of his presidency. And I enjoyed every moment, I gotta be honest.
We'll never know how much this parade cost the American people. How many lives could have been saved with health care paid for, as they rip the health care away just to pay for a, who knows, $45 to $150 million parade. The amount of money that could have helped people in health care and the cost to save lives, and they want to have a fucking parade. I guess the Craigslist ad did not work for him, as nobody hardly showed up. There was more protesters than there was fucking actual people coming to see a fucking dictator's dick. And that's exactly what he's trying to provide us, how long his dick is, which we already know it's fucking short as fuck from the prostitutes he paid for and the woman he raped. Because remember, she didn't even know if it was a penis or a finger that went in her. So there you have it. Happy Father's Day.
79 years of life, and this is Donald J. Trump's worst birthday ever. And that's saying something, because we know he was teased as a kid. Because, wouldn't you tease the guy? Look at him there. He's so disappointed. It's my party. I can cry if I want to, but I have to be strong. I have to be a tough Republican man. Melania's there like, dude, I cannot believe you made me show up for this. There's like a few thousand people here. This is embarrassing, man. What are you doing? Pete Hegseth's over there like, oof, this is kind of rough, man. I gotta text the boys in the group chat, see if we can get a drink after this. This is absolutely brutal. What a complete failure from this group of incompetent people. Today was an absolute failure for them. No King's protests, millions nationwide, every big city, all 50 states standing up against fascism, standing up against dictators who think they can throw some North Korean Kim Jong-un, look at me, I'm the man type parade. Well, listen, Donald, the people have spoken today, and the people want you gone.
Donald Trump's birthday is today, June 14, with his military parade. But it is not looking good for Donald Trump right now. As you can see, this was taken literally minutes before his event started. He pictured that 200,000 plus people were going to show up, so he got a lot of security. It's a big field, but not even a fraction of that has shown up. There's more people out there in the Los Angeles, San Diego protests than at this event. A lot of people in the comments are starting to question, did he really win president? Because this is showing not a lot of people are messing with him anymore. His parade also started a little bit earlier due to the fact that it's supposed to rain today in Washington. So they're trying to get the parade out, make sure they don't get wet. Reports are stating that there is like 10 to 11,000 people there. But remember, he wanted 200,000 plus, so that's a fail. The parade is going on for a couple of hours. A lot of people are saying that this is pretty much a fail. After the parade, there's going to be a firework display, but I don't know if it's going to happen if it's raining. Reports also show that people are not traveling from around the world to go see this parade. It's pretty much the people that already live there. But the protests, I've been seeing a lot of people came from different parts to Los Angeles. But I'm very curious to know, what are your thoughts about all this down below in the comments? And like always, don't forget to follow for more viral news. Ciao, Pescao.
We have big news right now. It looks as though Donald Trump's military parade is looking to be somewhat of a dud. He expected over 200,000 people to show up in Washington, D.C. There is nowhere near that much right now at the military parade. It actually has started early because of rain chances this evening. So it's literally raining on Donald Trump's parade. And there are estimates of over 10,000 folks there, but it's nowhere near the 200,000 that he wanted or expected. So many are calling it to be a dud of a military parade. Now it's going to go on for a couple hours, and then we're going to have a fireworks celebration in Washington, D.C. But I will say this. I've been on the ground in Washington, D.C. throughout the day, and it really just seemed like a normal Saturday. There weren't a ton more people just because of this military parade. So it wasn't like people are traveling in from all around the world to go to this military parade. It really just seemed like any other Saturday in Washington, D.C. And now we're seeing images from the parade, and it's just not looking like it's coming anywhere near the 200,000 mark. Spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, linked in bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come soon.
Tell me why President Trump's birthday parade looks more like something you would see from Wish or from Temu. He's sure getting what he asked for. When you see China and Russia and North Korea all doing their parades, there's not a gap in those streets. And there is probably 10 times more military personnel that's marching. They just giving President Donald Trump what he wants. And not to mention, $25 to $45 million. Ha! You know what we could have done with that kind of money? Seriously. But he has Elon Musk over at Doge cutting things that are in the millions of that, saying it's a wasteful expense. My son could have built him with his little tanks and little army trucks. He could have done the same type of parade for $10. I'm telling you what, let me know what your thoughts are on the Trump birthday parade. If you've been watching it, I respect the Army. I love the Army, and it should be all about them, but it wasn't. And that's why there is a lot of backlash going on today. But let me know what your thoughts are in the chat, and if you found it very supportive for the Army or President Donald Trump. Bye.
I watched Trump's military parade last night, and it was boring. Watched it live. The weather was bad. No one looked like they wanted to be there. Not even Trump himself. Poor turnout. Some of the worst TV I've ever watched. Also, what's with the marching? They can't sort of march in unison like everybody else. They were just walking past like... the highlight was this guy with his carrying a drone, just showing it off. Carrying a drone. Like, here you go, everybody, it's a drone. Like, it's a drone. Why isn't it flying? You could have a bunch of them flying, but, I mean, that it's so stupid. Why is he carrying it and showing it off? It's worth remembering that all parades are gay. This was not a very fabulous one, though. Apparently, they're expecting, like, 200,000 people to show up, and I think, like, 10,000 people showed up. All of them with a bad fucking attitude, but by the looks of things. But to be fair, they were interviewing some people that were just like, I'm just kind of a military nerd, I just want to see it. Yeah, fair enough.
Welcome back. And Donald Trump was so much disappointed after only a few people attended to his birthday party. Many of the people were in the streets protesting. as the president of the United States, of course, he expected a huge crowd. He expected a lot of people to his birthday party. He expected around 200,000 attendees, but to his surprise, only a few people attended. Many people last year came out and voted for him. Why would they not turn up to his birthday party? Instead, they were in the streets protesting. So guys, from this video, you can see that the seats were empty because only few people were present. And so white Americans in this video, guys, you can see that they reacted to this, and I would like to know, what is your opinion? What are your thoughts about this down in the comment section? Yeah, so guys, until the next episode, for now, goodbye.